Same job. Two completely different tools. Map of lambda x colon x times 2. Filter of lambda x colon x greater than 0. Nums. Or this. X times 2 for x in nums if x greater than 0. Same result. So which one should you actually use? Most tutorials never answer that question.
Hay majas.
This is episode 33, Comprehensions. List, dictionary set, nested, generator expressions, and the real decision rule between map, filter, and comprehensions. Let's go. Let's start with the basic pattern. Here's the loop version. Empty list, loop through nums, append n times 2. 3 lines. Now the comprehension. N times 2 for n in nums. Inside square brackets. 1 line. Read it left to right like English. N times 2 for every n in nums. That reading order is the whole trick. Now let's add a condition. Only keep even numbers. N for n in nums if n mod 2 equals 0. 1 extra clause at the end. That's it. Want an if-else instead of just if? The position changes. Even if n mod 2 equals 0 else odd. For n in nums. If else goes before the for. Filtering if goes after. Mix those up and Python throws a syntax error. This is the single most common comprehension mistake. Dict comprehensions build a dictionary in 1 line. Same pattern. Curly braces instead of square brackets. Name colon len name for name in names. Key colon value for item in iterable. That's the whole template. Want to flip an existing dictionary's keys and values? V colon K for K comma V in original.items. 1 line. Keys and values swapped. Set comprehensions, same pattern again.
Curly braces, no colon.
Len word for word in words. Automatically removes duplicates, that's what a set does. 3 tools. 1 shared pattern. Square brackets is a list. Curly braces with a colon is a dict. Curly braces without a colon is a set. Let's build something live. A nested comprehension. Here's a grid, a list of lists. We want it flattened into one single list. Watch this build piece by piece. First, the outer loop for row in grid. Then the inner loop for number in row. Then what we keep just number. Put it together. Number for row in grid for number in row. Read order matches loop order. Outer first, inner second.
À deux des grids.
Flattened. 1 line. Quick 30-second favor before we keep going. If that flatten just made sense to you, this channel is for you. 1 subscribe helps this video reach more people. Stuck writing nested for loops right now. Tap it. Takes 2 seconds. Okay, back to the good stuff. Generator expressions, the real decision rule, and the mini project. Generator expressions are a comprehension's lazy cousin. Same syntax. Round brackets instead of square. N times 2 for n in nums. Wrapped in parentheses. A list comprehension builds the whole list immediately. A generator expression builds nothing until you ask for it. That means almost 0 memory, even for huge data. Use a generator when you'll loop through it once and move on. Use a list comprehension when you need the data multiple times. Here's the answer to the question from the intro. Map and filter or comprehensions. Use a comprehension when the logic is simple. 1 transform, 1 condition comprehension wins on readability. Use map and filter when you're chaining many steps. Or reusing the same function in several places. Here's the real rule. Python developers reach for comprehensions first. Map and filter come out for specific situations, not by default. That's not an opinion. That's what production code actually shows. Comprehensions are not always better. Watch what happens when you stack too much logic. 3 nested loops. 2 conditions. 1 line. Technically valid Python. Completely unreadable. Here's the limit that actually works in practice. 1 loop, 1 condition comprehension. 2 loops or 2 conditions, still okay. Read it twice. 3 or more, break it back into a real for loop. Readability always outranks cleverness. The mistakes almost everyone makes once. Mistake 1, if-else in the wrong position. We covered that fix already. Mistake 2, using a comprehension for side effects. Print n for n in nums, that works, but it's the wrong tool.
Comprehensions build data. They are not for side effects.
Mistake 3, nesting so deep nobody can read it. We just covered that limit too. Know these 3 and you'll skip the mistakes everyone else makes. When should you skip comprehensions entirely? When you need multiple side effects per item. When the transform needs more than one line of logic. When you need to break early or use continue. Comprehensions build data. For loops do everything else. Neither one is the professional choice.
The clearest one for the job is the professional choice.
Mini project, a data cleaning pipeline. Comprehensions only. Raw signups, some with missing or messy emails. Step 1. Keep only valid, non-empty emails. A set comprehension lowercase so duplicates collapse. Step 2. A dict comprehension mapping each email to its domain. Step 3. A nested comprehension grouping emails by domain.
3 comprehensions. 0 for loops. 1 clean pipeline.
Your challenge. Take a list of raw orders, some invalid. Step 1. Filter out invalid orders with a comprehension. Step 2. Map a discount onto the valid ones. Step 3. Group them by category using a nested comprehension. Bonus. Solve it again using map and filter instead.
Then decide for yourself which one actually reads clearer.
Paste both versions in the comments. I read every single one. Let's recap. List comprehension, the default pattern. Dict and set comprehensions, same pattern, different brackets. Conditional comprehensions, if filters, if-else transforms. Nested comprehensions, flatten grids, but stop at 2 levels. Generator expressions, same syntax, 0 memory. And the real rule.
Comprehensions first, map and filter for specific cases.
Next episode, the collections module. Counter default dict. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you tomorrow.
Comprehensions unlocked.
And more importantly, you now know when to use them. That's the actual skill, not just the syntax. Subscribe for the next episode. Drop your pipeline in the comments. I'm Mahaz. See you in episode 34.